We got types of dreams explained by the duck. I've been having a lot of nightmares recently. I don't know why. I think I'm just fighting my demons, y'all. Get it? Like the Ken Carson song? Let's see this, bro.
Types of dreams and what they mean. Being late. Now, I lived in my college dorm room for about a year, and I would have
Never had a dream like this. People have dreams like this?
Type of dream all the time. I would always dream that I was late to class and I missed the most important exam of the year. I had to roll down this steep hill and find the secret exit to the classroom. Like, it was actually crazy. But yeah, there's multiple meanings for this dream about being late, which the most obvious one is you have a fear of missing said thing, which for some reason I always thought I was gonna oversleep my alarm and miss the most important exam of the year. I was just scared of getting the 0. It could also be like anxiety or stress, or you could be super overwhelmed with all the shit that you gotta do.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, why does our brain do that though? After we wake up, after like 5 minutes, we forget about this. You write it down. It doesn't make any sense. Am I supposed to be alerted like, oh my god, my brain is trying to tell me that like the stress and anxiety of the situation is like, just tell me, you're my brain. Damn, bro, brains be pissing me off.
But in my personal experience, I've had these dreams just based on if I was scared of being late to something. But yeah, take this all with a grain of salt. The duck videos are not a piece of biblical literature. Being lost. Not even a goddamn map can save you.
Being lost. Have I had that? Probably.
You in this dream, all right? You would just spawn into like goddamn East Guam. Whenever you think you're getting close to your destination, it would just change, all right? Some would just happen. And of course, you'd be determined to get there, and then you just wake up in disappointment because you never get to your destination. That's what being lost in a dream feels like. Which, surprisingly, this one's actually a pretty good resemblance of what you're feeling in your life. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You don't really have a vision for your...
Oh, shoot. I guess I've always had a vision. I never had that happen. I'm trying to think. No, that's not a thing. I think my most common thing, my most used one is chasing. I get chased a lot in my dreams. I don't know why. I think I've searched it up already. If you're getting chased, it means like you have anxiety about something.
Yourself yet. But you know, you have that anxiety behind you that like, oh, time's ticking, buddy. Time's ticking. Tick-tock, buddy. But yeah, this is the pressure of time doesn't really help either. And I guess that's how these dreams spawn in. Being naked in public. You've definitely heard of this type of dream before. There's no way. This one's gonna be one.
I feel like if I had this, I'd just be proud. I'd be so proud of myself if I was naked in public, because I'd be like, hey man, I'm showing off my shit, you know? I'm showing my dominance in the dream.
One of the most common ones. And usually for people, it's the setting is at their school. I don't know why in most cases the setting is always at school. Or it could just be like in any public place usually with like a lot of people. But yeah, this one could be like a vulnerability thing. You don't want your school to find out you have a YouTube channel, for example, that may or may not be based on a real event. Or you could just be afraid of what people think or what they have to say about you. Basically just a fear of judgment. Or if you have like a speech coming up where you have to like speak in front of the entire class or a presentation and you feel mad vulnerable up there like I do. Like I'm literally...
What do they say? Like see the audience naked? Who the f made that up, bro? That does not work. If anything, depending who's in the audience, bro, I might get bricked up at that moment. It could be, I don't know, Megan Thee Stallion in the audience. I'm like, damn, bro. And they're like, okay, think of everybody naked. And I'm looking, I'm like, shit, now I'm bricked up. You gotta alter everybody, make them look like blocks.
Bricks when I'm up
see
there.
The audience has potato heads.
Hey guys, Tom NFG here. You know, only half of you guys are subscribed and even less of you guys have noties on. I hate to be a burden, but you know, I really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and the little bell next to it, you know. It doesn't take long. I know you can get mixed up in the algorithm and everything. But yeah, also tune into the streams, you know. We have a lot of fun over there, I'm telling you. We have a lot of parties going on over there. Yeah, that's it, bye. Damn.
I understand the notion of the naked thing. I'm thinking because you want to make it seem less embarrassing for you. Make them look all cringe. Make them wear like a wolf hoodies or something. Like the full 3D printed wolf hoodies.
Presenting. You might have this dream as well. But yeah, usually how these dreams would go, for example, mine, I would just be exposed in the middle of the mall. I would be like butt booty naked in the middle of the mall. And I would run, try to find a piece of clothing to cover myself. And I would always find the goofiest fits, like some goddamn pantaloons from the 1500s or whatever. Didn't matter that there were so many other clothing stores in the mall. Nope. But yeah, I guess it's said that clothing's supposed to represent protection, but I don't know. You could just be getting the clothes just because you're butt booty naked and you're exposed. Like, obviously, that's gonna be the first thing that comes to my mind. Like, oh shit, I need...
Does anybody notice though? That's the question.
Clothes badly. Or it could be the complete opposite for some people. I don't know. Maybe it could be freeing and alive to their personality that they're butt-ass naked in their dream. Because one of the possible results I got from Google from this dream is that it could mean a desire of authenticity authenticity. So I don't know, maybe you're
Yeah, Google just be saying shit. Depending on the website you go, it might be like it's the worst thing of all time or it's the best thing.
prancing around free in your dream. Who even knows? It just all depends on the type of person you are or what kind of situation you're in at the moment. Because you have to do something anxiety-inducing the next day, chances are that's probably what it's from. Random dreams, okay? This is just anything your brain just wants to cook up, it does. It's just random pieces from your life.
Bro, the craziest thing is with random dreams is it'll pull like, it'll have the craziest card of all time, like a random pull of like, you have like your best friend, then you have somebody like you talked to in like second grade and you haven't talked to in years, then you'll have somebody like that was maybe your friend's friend that you met once, and they're just all in the same place for some reason. It's never like the closest people ever, like your group of friends.
If all combined into one movie for you to watch. Anybody could be there, even somebody you've seen for one time in your life. It could be like a random cashier at a store, a celebrity.
That just shows how kinda unique our brain is and how smart it is, because our brain remembers like the tiny shit and probably just shoves it all the way deep in and you just don't remember it until it brings it up.
Or just a friend that you have. My brain would cook up something along the lines of, I have to go to my 5th grade baseball field, dig a hole and bury my Chromebook because I just realized it was an explosive bomb and it could kill the entire world. And then the cashier I just saw the other day is trying to retrieve it from me and I'm sidekicks with Playboy cards.
These be the funnest dreams though, because you just wake up like, what the f even happened?
Party trying to figure this out. And good luck trying to figure out these random dreams and their meaning. Good luck, bro, because you're never gonna figure it out. Reoccurring dreams. Usually there's some sort of issue you want solved in the dream that could not
never had that happen. That would scare me if I had the same dream twice.
Be the case for everybody.
Absolutely
for person
not.
A, it could be like something really straightforward, and person B, it could be like random symbols in a dream that they have to piece together. Because if it's like the last dream I just described out, where you have to go to your baseball field and bury your Chromebook that's an explosive, what kind of meaning do you even get from that dream? Usually I don't really remember what goes on in my dreams, but if it's reoccurring, then chances are you probably do remember it. Usually reoccurring dreams happen when you want something solved and you're not really addressing it. But if it's something random, honestly, I have no clue. The meaning for these reoccurring dreams might not be that straightforward. Falling. Now, every time I fell, bro,
that's a classic.
In a dream, it would usually be I would fall asleep for 10 minutes, and I would wake up and feel myself falling. Right as I'm about to fall asleep, just boom, I just get hit with the craziest falling feeling ever. I don't know, it's just so weird. It's such a weird phenomenon. I can't even explain it. It's like a quick vision I have, like as soon as I'm about to go to sleep, and then I just wake up feeling like I
wonder what happens when you fall and you don't wake up.
Fell.
Your heart
Sometimes,
sinks?
I don't know, it wasn't really random. I didn't really have anything big going on in my life at that moment. But according to Psych Central, some common interpretations of a falling dream could be feeling out of control, unsupported, or you could be just scared to take a risk. False awakening. I hate these dreams so much, bro.
Oh my god, bro, no, yeah. You think you're already awake and you've gone through the day, but it's not real. That is the scariest shit. I've had that a couple of times. I remember I had this one. I'm trying to remember fully what the dream is, but I basically thought I was awake, and then I'm there, and then I'm thinking it's real, bro, and I'm listening to this knocking, and somebody's like breaking in my house. I'm like, what the is going on? And then the dude finds me, starts chasing me. As soon as he's about to open the door and get me, I woke up. Scariest shit of all time.
I would wake up, or I would pretend to wake up, and then I would go through like another dream.
Our brain is such dickheads for that. Why does it even do that to us, man?
And then another and another, and the cycle would just continue.
Happened
for
to
the
me
night.
so
and
many
then I
times.
would just figure out that I'm dreaming, and then just try to wake myself up. That's usually what would happen. Like I would be in a false awakening loop until I realized that, hey dumbass, you're dreaming. But yeah, when I opened the goddamn cabinet for food when I'm waking up, and the food could all be floating in the cabinet, and I still wouldn't realize that I'm dreaming. But yeah, based on my personal experience, when I didn't want to be late for something, that's when I would have these dreams. Or if I had something major coming up that's like, I don't know, you can't stop thinking about it, that's when I had these dreams. I couldn't really find any common meaning on Google.
Sometimes I wake up and it feels like a different place. See, that's even
Teeth falling
scarier.
out. Although this one's a common dream,
Ugh,
I really don't even
ew.
recall a certain experience of me having this dream at all. Yeah, I might be an extraterrestrial being for that one. Teeth falling out could represent just things falling apart in your life, or the wheels are falling off, or it could be like a big change that involves losing something. Or the meaning could be more appearance-based, like you're concerned about what your teeth look like, or your dental health in the future, or your self-image in general. Being chased. Now, this one could depend on what
this is probably the one I've gotten the most.
is chasing you. It could just be like a fear of whatever that thing is. Okay, this example's straight out of a cartoon, but you could be like being chased and tracked down by Bubbles the inmate, trying to get you to drop the soap. Yeah, I don't know, bro. That was a crazy-ass example. Okay, never mind. That would not be in a cartoon. If you have an evil exam with a big ass F on it. Okay, maybe that one's from a cartoon. And you're being chased by it and you just wake up in terror. Okay, that's some shit a cartoon character would dream about before test day. But yeah, being chased, it's got a pretty straightforward meaning. You're running away from something, you're trying to avoid something, and you're scared to face it. But yeah, Bubbles, the inmate, could be completely irrelevant to the entire dream. It could just symbolize just anything in your life. The thing chasing you could have meaning, maybe. Or it could be something you find super scary, like some shit you saw in The Conjuring the other day. And you could feel like that you are not able to escape this situation, whatever it is that you're in. But yet,
every dream I've had somebody chasing me, it's always been like them trying to end me.
you'll always feel like Bubbles is able to track you down. Okay, yeah. Again, sorry for the terrible example.
Who is this guy?
Being able to fly. Now, finally, we got a good dream.
I never had that because I'm flying real life.
For once, okay? Jesus, man. Half of these dreams that I've talked about are really bad. But finally, we got a good one. If you're able to fly in a dream,
He's
that
from
could just
SML,
mean you are
his name
being
is Lavelle.
freed from
Okay.
something. You just feel like yourself, your true self, and you've flown away from whatever was holding you back. Or if you finally graduated from school, for example, you flew away from your goddamn high school.
That's gotta
Or
be
you finally
something peak. Like if you're flying in a dream, your brain is like has hope for you. It's lifting you up.
quit your job
the
that
sky.
was beating the shit out of you senseless. Metaphorically, of course. Or that shit was like sucking the soul out of you. Metaphorically, of course. Again. But yeah, you feel freed from whatever it is. Or it could be the complete opposite, that you didn't do this action yet, but you're just thinking about it and you desire it. It might not even be done yet. It just really all depends on the context of the dream, or what's currently going on in your life at the moment. Dreams where you can't do anything. Okay, this one might be a little too niche. I might be alone on this one, but I get dreams all the time where I can't speak or move. When
Never had that.
I wake up, I'm able to move, but when I'm in the dream world, I can't
See, that just sounds like hell. Because you're dreaming for what? Like a while.
even speak
Can't do
or
those.
do or say anything in
Can't
the
do
dream
those.
at all. It's like I'm about to speak, but nothing comes out at all. Pause, don't take that out of context. But what this could possibly boil down to is
Can't
probably
speak,
lack
but I
of
can easily
control.
move.
Or it could be that you're scared to say or do something due to people judging you or whatever. But yeah, there's a sleep disorder related to this, but you're awake. Which that sounds a lot more scarier happening being awake than being in the dream world. It's called sleep paralysis. Like your body is awake,
Yeah,
but
sleep paralysis. I'll take any of these dreams over sleep paralysis.
you can't really move
Yeah.
or say anything. You just stare at your goddamn ceiling. That's really it until your body wakes up. But yeah, that sounds insanely scary. I'm not gonna lie. Prophetic dreams. Okay, that's what the internet
What
calls
the
it. I
hell?
don't know. But in these dreams, you would typically predict things that would happen in your
Yo, that's a superpower. Could you imagine somebody had like a chronic illness where they had this?
future. It's stuff that has a likelihood of happening. It's not like some 0% chance shit of happening. Oh, the duck. You're gonna get kidnapped by this guy and you're gonna get shipped off to Nebraska for a week to live on a farm. That's never gonna happen in a million
Oh,
years. It's
Nebraska? At least kidnap me and take me to like, I don't know, LA or something.
more like my internet would shit the bed the next
had
day
that happen?
after I just dreamed about it. I guess my brain, my subconscious is gonna warn myself that the internet's gonna shit the bed tomorrow. I don't know, just an example. I'm not really foreshadowing anything in my dreams. Or it could just be like a warning or a red flag that your brain is telling you to watch out for, I guess. Daydreaming. Not gonna lie, bro, I'm in another world, and I sometimes just don't pay attention to shit. I just get so
Yeah.
zoned in sometimes, I don't even know what I'm looking at. And I would always make it, of course,
Nah, the daydreaming shit is crazy because like you really could just sit there and you're just staring at something for like 5 minutes for no reason. It's like our brain almost just is like, all right, I need a little break or something.
the duck would always sell and make it super awkward because I would just zone out and accidentally stare at somebody directly into their soul. But yeah, if you're gonna daydream, just
Now for me, I look at one object, I can just stare at that shit for like 20 minutes.
look out the damn window, please, just to save you some awkwardness. But yeah, usually what would happen is I'd zone out, completely tune out everything that's going on, even visuals, if it gets really bad. I'm just so deep in thought that I'm living in the thought. Like, it's really weird. And then I get out of La La Land and come back to Earth like nothing happened. Like, I'm perfectly conscious and awake too, by the way. I would just be staring at the floor in math class and I'd be daydreaming about just a random thought that I get. It's a good outlet for your mind. This really could just
I
mean
think that's just your brain trying to like find something to do because it's like, damn, the math class example, you're like, bro, this is boring as and then your brain just focuses on something else because you don't care.
Like, you rather be doing
I've daydreamed so much that I can do it at will now. I can literally sit here and just stare at something for a while, and then my brain will just focus on it.
this than whatever you're doing in that current moment. Drowning. Now, drowning dreams could be a sign of
This sounds terrifying. Never had
being
this.
overwhelmed with stuff. And no matter what you do, you can't swim above shore. You can't get your head above water. I would have dreams that not I was drowning, but I had dreams where I was swimming and I was going nowhere. And I would just wake up shocked as hell once, well, my brain thought I ran out of air. I'd be like, okay, I wouldn't do all that, but I would wake up in a panic. I would start breathing heavy or whatever. Lucid dreaming. You finally realize your stupid brain
Apparently, there's pills where you can lucid dream. And there was one time, I don't know when in quarantine, I tried to do it to myself. I remember I was kind of awake, but not awake. I moved my arms in the dream world, and it moved. I was like, whoa. And apparently there's there's pills where you could take them and have it happen. And there's like a mask. You can buy like a certain lucid dreaming mask, and you do it, and you put it on, and you sleep, and it'll like wake you up or something, but it'll only wake you up in your dream world.
finally puts the pieces together that you're dreaming after something strange happens. And then all of a sudden, you just start
Bro, I know so many niggas that literally probably just want to lucid dream to pipe.
controlling your out of nowhere. Like, if you're defeating a monster in your dream, you can just spawn in like a nuke and that shit will explode. But you can think to yourself, I'm immune to the nuke, and you'll be immune and you'll defeat the monster. Okay, that's basically what it is in a nutshell. Once you realize that you have full control of your dream, it's fun as hell. But yeah, with lucid
did that with
dreaming,
my crush.
You could literally overcome all your nightmares if you have a reoccurring nightmare that happens. Which there's no really particular meaning with lucid dreaming. You kind of just figure out that you're dreaming. But yeah, that's just the gist of it. There's like videos on top of videos about lucid dreaming. That actually sounds fun as hell to do in every dream. That would be crazy. Failure. Okay, now failure.
Yeah, the actual way to lucid dream though, the way I remember watching videos, it's like you literally have to wake yourself up, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
Failure or failing
multiple times through the night. That's what you have to do. You have to wake yourself up multiple times.
Exam. That's probably the most common one. Which that's just the case for me, but I don't know. Just failing an upcoming test that you have, you might get that type of dream. And the grade that I got would never even be reasonable. I would get a goddamn 0. Like, there's no way my brain thought I would be that slow and get a goddamn 0. Nightmares. We all know them. We wake up in a goddamn cold sweat and like heart racing. And it's always unexpected, too. It's never right away. You don't know you're in a nightmare until you're walking in La La Land and you see, like, candy canes and goddamn, whatever, a candy castle. And then out of nowhere, bro, I would just get a jump scare, bro. Nothing would even happen with the setting to get me prepared for the jump scare. It would just happen. Or I would be in a familiar setting like it's a normal day.
Nah, the worst ones are the build-up nightmares. Bro, it's the ones where you literally, like, you know something's about to happen, but it takes time.
My front yard. And then I had
a Diddy nightmare. I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
Just get jump scared by just something random. But yeah, the meaning for nightmares, bro.
Bro, yeah, no, I had this one nightmare though where literally the dude was just like, he was trying to break in. I remember this vividly. He was trying to break in my house, and then my dad was there. I was like, yo, can you help me or something? The nigga just ignored me. The dude breaks in the house. He was about to get me. I think he was literally about to break in the house, and then I woke up.
Just get that 3 a.m. water. That shit hits different. And then turn on a lamp and then just sit there and contemplate your mind's decisions. Okay, yeah, seriously though, that's what I do when I get a nightmare. But yeah, shout out the internet.
Oh, dad, okay, that's dream dad. All right, my actual dad would never do some shit like that.
Without this, I would not have been able to make this video. But watch this video right here if you.
Hey man, W video. Hey, yeah, man, he forgot wet dreams though. Where wet dreams at, man? Guess we'll never know. If you're watching it too, make sure to join the Discord and watch streams.
Subscribe to Tommy NFG.